Hello, 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 and thank you for joining me today. Today, we are going to use EFT to tap out feeling like an imposter in your own life. Recently, I did a podcast episode on imposter syndrome, and I talked about my own struggles with it. And more importantly, I talked about how it's not unique to me, how on average, they estimate that 70% of people deal with imposter syndrome at one point or another. And so if you're struggling with that severe inadequacy or feeling like a fraud in your own life, then I want you to join me today on this tapping session. And the neat thing is you can always come back to this video and reference it and use it at any point, because here's what I know. When you up level, every time they say up, new level, new devil, right? Every time you up level, that introduces the opportunity for you to begin to feel that imposter syndrome weight, that feeling of feeling like a fraud again. But I want to give you the tools so that you can combat that, so that you can step in to that next level, boundless version of yourself confidently and unapologetically. So let's dive in and get started. You're going to just follow after me. You can close your eyes, just really get in touch with the emotion. So on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being like, I absolutely feel inadequate. I absolutely feel like a fraud. I absolutely feel like an imposter in my own life. With 0 being like, no, I know that I'm great. I know that everything I've accomplished is something I deserve, and I'm proud of everything that I've done, and I'm not dealing with imposter syndrome at all. I want you to rate yourself on that scale of 0 to 10. Once you're above a 0, we pretty much need to tap those feelings out because they can progressively get higher. And here's the thing. Energy is energy. And when you are at a negative energetic state, you attract more things at that energetic level, at that energetic frequency. And so we want to drop you down as close to a 0 as humanly possible so that you can attract the things that just help you step into who you know that you're called to be. So get in touch with that emotion, get in touch with feeling like an imposter, and I want you to rate yourself. Once you have that rating, we're going to dive in and get started. The key thing that I need you to know is I'm going to need you to make sure that you're in touch with that emotion the entire time we're tapping. We'll tap out the negative thoughts, the negative emotions, and then we'll dive in and tap in the positive suggestions that we want to replace it with. If you're ready to get started, let's dive in. All right, we'll start right here with the karate chop point. And I want you to take a deep breath in and out, and let's get started. Even though I feel like an imposter, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Keep breathing. Even though I feel like a fraud in my own life, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Even though sometimes I lack confidence in my skills or my abilities, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Even though I sometimes feel inadequate, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Even though sometimes I get consumed in negative thinking or limited beliefs, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Even though sometimes I feel like a fraud or I feel fake even in my own life, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Even though sometimes I overwork to prove my value, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Even though I sometimes don't feel good enough, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Even though sometimes I don't feel worthy or deserving, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Take a deep breath. And I want you to get in touch with that emotion. And I want you to see where you're at on that scale of 0 to 10. And you should be moving your way down. We're going to go ahead and tap out some more negative thoughts and beliefs so that we can make room to tap in the positive, high vibe, energetic state. Even though I have severe anxiety around my accomplishments. I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Even though I fear that someone's going to call me out and recognize that it's not real, that it was all fake, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I doubt myself regularly, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have a hard time trusting myself, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I hold tight to perfectionism to try to make everything right, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Even though sometimes I dwell and get consumed about my past mistakes, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Even though it's challenging for me to accept praise, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Even though it's difficult for me to acknowledge what it was that I actually accomplished, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Then we'll do a bonus one. Even though I get bogged down by imposter syndrome and it prevents me from being able to move forward with the things that I desire, or it prevents me from being able to accept the things that I deserve, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Wonderful, wonderful job. Now I want you to get in touch with that emotion again. If you're at a 0 or even a 1, I'll take it and we can move forward so that you can tap in the positive suggestions. If you're anything above that, I'm going to challenge you to rewind this video and keep tapping out those negative suggestions. You can even add in some of your own emotions, some of your own feelings that get stirred up when you think about or when you relate to dealing with or struggling with imposter syndrome. If you're ready to move forward, let's dive in and we are going to tap in some positive suggestions to get you super high vibe so that you can approach today knowing that you're not inadequate, that you are worthy, that you're not an imposter, and everything you desire and deserve is available for you. So let's dive in and get started. I am so worthy. I am deserving. I choose language that feeds my growth. I choose thoughts that feed my growth. I'm learning to trust myself. I recognize my strengths. I acknowledge and accept the ways in which I have grown. I allow compliments to come into my life, knowing that I'm worthy of them. I do deserve this life that I've created for myself. I've worked really hard to achieve the accomplishments that I have. I get to pat myself on the back and cheer myself on for any idea of accomplishment or anything that I'm working towards in the future. I'm excited about the things that I do because I know that I do it with positive intent. I am worthy and I am adequate. I am great at what I do. And I am called to do exactly what it is that I'm doing. My accomplishments reflect my hard work. My accomplishments reflect my desire and my passion. My accomplishments reflect what I deserve in my life. I don't have to compare myself to anyone other than myself. And I look forward to being a better version of myself every single day. I look forward to my future instead of dwelling on my past. When I look forward to my future, I'm excited because I know that my accomplishments put me in the fast track to the success that I desire. I get to make mistakes and be forgiving of those because it's an opportunity to learn. I'm so satisfied with the progress that I've made because it's an opportunity to show other people that it's available for them. I've desired to enjoy my life for some time, and I am deserving of that. So that imposter syndrome is a thing of the past, and I get to step into the next level version of myself confidently and unapologetically, knowing that everything I receive, I deserve. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job. I don't know about you, but I feel super uplifted, super high vibe, and just super confident in who I am as a person. And I hope that you feel that way too. If you know someone that is struggling with imposter syndrome, maybe a close friend, maybe a family member, maybe a coworker, a colleague, whatever, an associate, whoever it may be, maybe even your children, please feel free to share this video. Like I said earlier, research says that majority of us, 70% to be exact, struggle with it at one time or another. But this is a great tool, a great strategy that you can really lean into and allow yourself to recognize that imposter syndrome no longer needs to be normalized in your life, and that you can really embrace who you're called to be, knowing that you are worthy, you are deserving, you are powerful, you are amazing, and you can know that confidently. So let's make this an absolutely amazing day, stepping into this next level version of yourself. Bye, guys.